So CinemaCon is happening right now in Las Vegas, Nevada. I guess it's happening all week. It's like a special event for theater owners and stuff, and hopefully one day I can go. That'd be amazing, just to be a fly on the wall. But anyway, so a lot of the times they go and set up these events to kind of boast about the movies that are coming to get theater owners excited for them. So last night, Sony Pictures was up, and they decided to reveal the cast of their upcoming Beatles film, which is not just one film; it's four different films told from the different perspectives of each member of the Beatles. Crazy! That's unprecedented. It's like that's a fun risk, but also like, man, am I going to watch all four of these movies? It's going to be directed by Sir Sam Mendes. I'm not quite sure if he's directing all of them. I'm sure he is, right? Obviously. Um, I felt like there was another Beatles movie in the works, but that's without saying. So we got Harris Dickinson, Paul Mescal, Barry Keegan, and Joseph Quinn, and I mean they're all talented actors. I think they're going to do great, of course. And I don't know, but that four picture thing, like that's intriguing. That's intriguing. I know they mentioned something about it being the most bingeable cinematic experience, but we'll have to see. It's supposedly coming out next April. No, not next April. 2028 April. Also, exciting news, they gave some images for the upcoming Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, which I'm a huge fan of these Spider-Verse films. Into the Spider-Verse was one of those things I saw in theaters and I just was like just blown away by it. It was just so well done, brought me back to my childhood, made me feel like a kid again. And the second one, Across the Spider-Verse, was just that and then some. It expanded that universe, gave Miles Morales this amazing arc. It just, it's just like one of those things that you see. It's like, this is Spider-Man. This is such a great addition to just the Spider-Man, not lore, but I guess so, lore, and how to expand on that and how to tell that story, especially when you're dealing with multiverse. And honestly, these Spider-Verse films are doing such a great job at telling the multiverse, and it's been fascinating, and it's been just art, pure cinematic art, and the music by Daniel Pemberton has been incredible. This film, even though it's going to be a 4 year wait, right? Because the previous one came out in 2023, the next one comes out June 4th, 2027, which is great because my son will be old enough. He's really into Across the Spider Verse right now, so it stays in the ether. Like at least in my household, like I keep seeing the film over and over again, and getting to the point where, man, I can't wait to find out what happens in the next installment because it's to be continued. So I'm of course I'm excited. Any information, I can't wait to see what the outcome is. I hope it's a fantastic. I hope it's a great ending, and I hope it becomes one of those trilogies that we just all praise and talk about because so far it's been just completely extraordinary. We also got the title for the fourth installment of the Tom Holland franchise, Spider-Man Brand New Day, comes out July 31st, 2026. And of course, I'm super excited. I've been a big fan of, well, Spider-Man is one of my favorite comic book heroes ever. I've loved Tom Holland as the character. I've enjoyed seeing him appear throughout the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Homecoming, No Way Home, Far From Home. Sorry, that's not the order that they come out, but they were all great. But I'm looking forward to a new Spider-Man story. This is going to be directed by Daniel Cretton, who did Shang-Chi, and that movie is pretty incredible in itself. I just I know Sony owns Spider-Man, and then it kind of gets a little confused. But it also is, in a contract, in a deal with Disney and Marvel Studios to keep the cinematic universe going. I've just what I want is to see Peter come into his own. That's what I want. I want him to come to his own, to feel in, keep the world being lived in, right? Having all these characters and stuff like that. I want to feel the villain presence more so. We've been dealing with a lot of alien threats and the death of Tony Stark and all that stuff. And so I'm kind of looking for a Spider-Man film that, a rhino could pop up, or there's a vulture around, or Well, I know we dealt with Vulture already, but like Green Goblin's out there, or something. Like let's expand, because Spider-Man's world is insane. So there's so much more to explore, and the Spider-Verse films are proof of that pudding. So I want to see more of that. I want it to feel like how Daredevil Born Again has been lately, and just like, wow, that's kind of cool that we don't have to see these characters, but they're there. We know that they're there, and I like the feeling of knowing that those other characters are there. I know that's such a weird way to say it, but it's true. I want to feel like a lived-in, breathed-in Spider-Man universe, but also still remaining a part of the MCU, um, since Homecoming and all that stuff. And so, yeah, so of course, I'm excited. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, sign me up. I want to see Peter out there, maybe working for the Daily Bugle. I want, I want all that. I want to see all that. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what else happens this week, what else gets announced, what else is shown, and whatnot. So yeah, there's my thoughts on the Sony panel. Anything else that I missed? I mean, yeah, the only thing I forgot to say was a reference about these about the Beatles, because they're like Hansel. They're so hot right now. That's why they got. Anyway, I'm gone.